So a few months ago, I posted that I was going to do a sacred medicine ceremony and that I would be posting more about my experience. And I sat on this video for several months, going back and forth of whether or not to post it, because it is very vulnerable. It's probably the most vulnerable thing I have ever shared online. And yeah, to be honest, it can be a little intense to watch. Trigger warning, if you don't want to see me crying and purging and screaming, don't watch it. But I have finally decided to share it and to really, in general, speak out more about my truth in this space. My mission is to be an advocate for these holistic ancestral healing modalities, psychedelics, plant medicine, breath work, temescals, all of these remedies that our ancestors have been using for thousands of years. My mission is to be an advocate for these because I have seen just, firsthand just how much they can heal us. So for those of us with physical illness, emotional illness, mental illness, traumas, anything going on, even on the physical level, there's something deeper going on emotionally. And that's what's really needs to be healed, right? So Western medicines, pharmaceutical drugs do not heal emotional wounds. They do not heal your soul. They merely mask physical symptoms. And meanwhile, the underlying cause that's causing those physical diseases is usually just getting worse. So these medicines are just a tool, just like breath work, for allowing us to connect deeper with our soul, with our higher selves. And ultimately, that's why they're illegal, right? Because they connect us to our inner power, to our sovereignty, to higher consciousness. And that's why they are illegal and taboo. And I am speaking out more and more for these medicines because, again, they have just completely changed my life. I'll be posting more in depth about my personal experiences, my journey. But for those of you who know me, you know that I've been on this very deep, intense healing journey, spiritual journey, and plant medicines and psychedelics have saved my life, point blank. So yeah, that's why I'm deciding to share it, to put my story out there, to inspire others, and be an advocate for these medicines and for really healing the collective. Because if we want to heal the collective, we have to start inward. And a lot of people are just so disconnected from their soul and from their actual wounds that they just have no idea. It can definitely look a little intense what's going on in the video. It wasn't scary when I was in the experience at all. I was having the most beautiful, cathartic experience. My body is just purging what it needs to purge and releasing all of the trauma that has been stored in my body for nearly 30 years. So that's why it looks intense to watch it. But, during the experience, I wasn't having a bad time. The first part that I will share is a little clip that I recorded right after I did my ceremony a few months ago. So it's definitely very emotional, very raw, very vulnerable. Again, I just don't even care about judgment or criticism anymore. I just want to be vulnerable and open and share my story and speak out to inspire others and help others. So yeah, if you have any questions about what's going on in the video, please reach out, or just more generally about working with psychedelics or plant medicines or ancestral healing, please reach out to me. Send me a DM on Instagram at The Blonde Lotus and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Blonde Lotus. Thank you guys for your support. It might look scary what's going on in the video with my body and the noises I'm making, but it wasn't scary during the experience. I was having the most beautiful, cathartic, just blissful, ecstatic release of the soul, and my soul was just dancing, and it was just literally the most beautiful experience I had ever been through, because my body was just releasing what it needed to do. So yeah, some people might watch this and just, your ego, your fear response is that looks terrifying, or that's fucking weird, it looks like an exorcism, or this is some weird spiritual woo-woo, I don't know, evil spirits or whatever. But that's not it. What's actually terrifying is living with this in your body and not releasing it. So I wrote a poem to just describe what's going on. This is what it looks like to reconnect with my breath for the first time since it was stolen from me when I was 2 years old. This is what it looks like to release a lifetime of sexual trauma from my body. This is what it looks like to purge years of toxic pharmaceutical drugs and poison and sickness from my body. This is what it looks like to release years of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm caused by corporate trauma from a system that prioritizes productivity and profit above all else. This is what it looks like to purge self-hate and low self-worth derived from a society that sexualizes and monetizes women based on appearance, likes, and follower count. This is what it looks like to release lineages of pain and suffering from addiction, war, greed, fear, suppression, and lack. This is what it looks like to finally allow my heart and soul to feel the full veracity of pain and sadness from losing my father. First to addiction and then to suicide. This is what it looks like to just feel in a society that numbs with alcohol, drugs, greed, and sex. This is what it looks like for my soul to cry out to the ethers for all the pain and suffering caused by humanity's lack of regard for each other and for this earth. This is what it looks like to release the rage I was never able to express as a child while my boundaries were being violated. This is what it looks like to express every no I was unable to verbalize while I was being taken advantage of, molested, and raped throughout my life. This is what it looks like to take up space in a world designed to make you feel small and powerless. This is what it looks like to have finally found my voice and my power to speak my truth. And it will never be silenced again. This is not some woo-woo spiritual new age bullshit. This is the real medicine, and this is the reality of living in a sick society. It is not easy to share this video and to speak my truth. It is not easy to put this out there for the world to see and to be so vulnerable and to just face judgment and criticism. But I don't care, because it is my truth, and it's the truth of so many people. So many children that were abused and never got the help that they needed. Depression, anxiety, overwhelm, all of these are caused by trauma. The only way to heal it is to feel it and to move this through your body. These medicines can heal us at the soul level. What happened was a purge of my soul. All of the trauma and the pain that I've ever carried, just releasing. Pharmaceutical medicine cannot do that. Western medicine cannot do that. If we want to heal, we have to heal at the soul level. And that's what these medicines can do for us. That's what the breath work does for us. Just crazy that these medicines that come from the earth, that have been around for thousands of years, that our ancestors have used to heal for thousands of years, are considered taboo and illegal and just spiritual new age woo-woo bullshit. But you know, pharmaceutical drugs and alcohol and stimulants and suppressants and antidepressants, all of that bullshit is normalized, and not only normalized, it's promoted and pushed, and it's just continuing to make our society sick, and it's just perpetuating illness. You know, we have a for-profit medical system. There's no profit if you get better. There's no profit if there's no disease. So this system just perpetuates disease. It's just completely fucked up, and it's time for a paradigm shift. And I believe, I know in my heart, in my soul, that this paradigm shift is going to happen during our lifetime. And it starts with us. It starts with us wanting to heal ourselves and taking a stand. So that is why I'm sharing my story and I'm speaking out, because these medicines can literally heal us. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. If you have questions about working with plant medicines or psychedelics or breath work for deep inner healing, please reach out. I would love to connect. I would love to offer my support, any advice, any suggestions, or you know, tell you deeper about my experience. Yeah, please reach out and follow on Instagram at The Blonde Lotus, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Blonde Lotus. I love you all. Bye.